This is Swoop, and this is Real Talk, Real Solutions. Now, the first thing I want to say is I'm not talking about all black fathers. We all know there's some good black fathers out there that are doing the right thing, that are being good fathers to their kids. But there's too many sorry-ass black fathers out there. And these deadbeats need to be called out for who they are. We need to stop making excuses for these deadbeats. More than 70% of black kids are being raised without a father. And there is no excuses for this type of coonery. Every child deserves a father figure in their life. This is the reason why so many younger black males don't know how to act like real men. Because they never had a father figure to teach them how to be a real man. There's too many single mothers raising boys, when only a man can teach a man how to be a man. This is the reason why so many younger black males are acting so feminized, because they never had a father figure to teach them how to be a real man. This is the biggest problem in the black community. And every time a black person talks about this topic or brings up this topic, they get attacked or scrutinized the same way Bill Cosby gets attacked and scrutinized for simply talking about self-responsibility and trying to encourage these younger black males to be responsible for their own actions. You got some of these ignorant fools going out here and getting 10 and 15 different women pregnant, having 20 and 30 kids. If you're man enough to impregnate all these women, you should be man enough to be a father to those kids that you created. If you're ignorant enough to go out here and have 20 and 30 kids with 20 and 30 different women, you have nobody to blame but yourself. You can't blame the woman. You can't blame the white man. You can't blame the system. The only person you can blame is yourself. If you're ignorant enough to go out here and impregnate all these women, the only person you can blame is yourself. And we need to encourage these younger black males to be responsible for their own actions. Stop making excuses for this coonery. Stop making excuses for this ignorance. This is the main reason why there's more black people in prison than there is in college. Because a lot of black people want to always make excuses for bad behavior. Every time a black person does something wrong, we want to always make excuses for bad behavior, instead of encouraging these younger people to be accountable for their own actions. The only way you're going to better yourself as a person, you need to be accountable for your own mistakes. You need to be accountable for your own actions. This is the reason why so many younger black males end up being caught up in the system. Because instead of being accountable for their own mistakes, they want to place the blame on everybody else but themselves. They either want to blame everything on the white man, or they want to blame everything on the woman, or they want to blame everything on the system. They want to place the blame on everybody else but themselves. And this is the biggest problem. The only way this cycle of ignorance is going to stop, we need to encourage our younger black males to be accountable for their own actions.
LaToya Shields says she had to sit down when she heard the news.
During the whole relationship, I only knew of 4 children.
When a prosecutor told her that the father of her child had 20 other children.
At that time, 3 years ago, it was my child was the 21st child.
She says after spending almost 8 years with Terry Turnage,
I mean, that would be overwhelming for anybody.
she had no idea what he had been up to. Today, WREG tried to find out by going to Shelby County Juvenile Court. Turnage had filed a petition there to lower his child support payments for 15 different women. Turnage never showed up to the hearing, and Shields says Turnage hasn't really shown up in his daughter's life.
No, she calls him. And it's a hi-bye, see you later situation.
Shields says Turnage doesn't typically pay child support either, but when he has, the monthly checks have been $6 to $9. The money is likely split among all 15 mothers of his children. But Shields says that's not what bothers her the most. It's the impact on her daughter.
She has a turtle shell, so
Regardless of all the money owed, Shields says it comes down to a daughter who just wants a relationship with her dad.
I mean, I really prefer it this way. And I prefer it this way because if I can't...
Action News 5 investigator Janice Broach is live with what she's uncovered. Janice?
Well, we started out with one dad with 23 children and found another one with 25 children. They live in Memphis, and one of them has a date here at juvenile court.
Well, I haven't seen a case with that many children before.
Attorney Warren Campbell is talking about the case of Terry Tyrone Turnage Sr., 23 children with 17 women, a case to modify child support set for juvenile court next month that will take up the entire docket for the day, except for one other case.
He don't live here.
After days of searching, we were never able to find this Turnage, the one with 23 children, seen here in a mugshot from an arrest years ago. But we did find something else. We found another Memphis man with 25 children with 18 women, and we wanted to see if he had any advice for Mr. Turnage.
I'm constantly receiving phone calls from people that know this man, and they are trying to get in contact with him.
They're trying to contact Richard M. Colbert, not this man, Richard A. Colbert, who says he has gotten calls from mothers and children wanting child support Richard M. Colbert owed, the man with 25 children.
Pay your child support and you won't be in court.
We found Richard M. Colbert, who didn't want to look at our camera, the man with 25 children. He does not have any cases in juvenile court because he says all 25 of his children are adults. He says in the past he did have to go to court. I asked him if he planned to have 25 children.
You never start counting how many kids you expect to have.
But Attorney Warren Campbell says if the person ordered to pay child support doesn't pay, the state ends up paying, and there's no legal way to stop people from having children. Richard M. Colbert feels lucky.
Everybody's not, not able to have kids, I guess.
Now, we contacted the Department of Human Services, the agency familiar with Terry Turnage's case, the man with 23 children. They have not yet gotten back with us about information on that case. Live at Juvenile Court, Janice Broach, Action News 5.
A man in Tennessee has 30 children with 11 different women, and he is 33 years old. Now, according to CNN affiliate WREG, he is now begging the state to help him pay his child support. I want to bring back in Sunny Hostin. She's on the case with us, as always. And Sunny, I know. I know some of the moms are only getting a couple of dollars a month for child support in and of itself. Do you actually think the state is going to say, okay, buddy, you got 30 kids, we're going to help you?
I don't think so. And I got to tell you, Brooke, you and I talk about a lot of things on this program, and I am rarely stumped and
it's
don't have much to say.
It's a stump moment for you.
But it's a stump moment for me. I mean, I can talk to a wall, and I don't know what to say about this guy. I mean, the bottom line is, in Tennessee, when he is working his minimum wage job, he is supposed to give 50% of his paycheck to the 11 women that he fathered these children with, and they are supposed to divide it equally. The problem is some of the women are only getting $1.49 because he does work minimum wage. So just this week he appeared in court, and he's asking the court to give him a break on those payments, on the $1.49 that he's giving to help support his children. I don't think that the judge is going to help him out, and I was reading recently that one of the news reports said that perhaps he needs to now do the cost-benefit analysis of birth control, and I think that's a really good suggestion for this guy.
We shouldn't laugh. I mean, the man is 33. He's young. And then back in 2009, he only had 21 kids. Take a listen.
Do you intend to keep having children?
No.
You're done?
I'm done. Hopefully I'm done.
What made you decide that?
I didn't intend to have this many. It just happened.
It just happened, he says. Is this a trend? Do we believe him that he'll stop?
Let's hope it'll stop. I mean, bottom line is the state can't force him to stop. It's not against the law to have all of these children. And again, maybe he just really needs to now think about the cost-benefit analysis of birth control, because he can't afford to support these children. And I think therein lies the tragedy of this story. Now you have all of these children, 30 of them,
and all these
probably
mothers
without the support, and all these mothers, and probably without the support that they need to become, you know, wonderful members of our society.